Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans in their last game. Losing to Portland. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Just 3 to shoot. Vucevic with the bucket. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Pass to Suggs. Hunter for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. We played just over a minute here in the first. Now, Wagner, defended by Jones. Out to the right wing. Nash with it. Here's Markkanen. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Here's Suggs. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Nash outside. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Mobley. Here's Markkanen. Hunter grabs the miss. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Now here's Nash. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Pelicans still look like they're getting going. Trailing by 5. Wagner outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Pelicans on D. It's a 3-point game. Hunter down low. Can't connect from short range. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Mitchell in the corner. There's the pick. For the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Thompson outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's Mitchell missing. The Cavaliers on offense. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. That one goes in. Suggs has got 9 points.
You've got to be willing to get your shot blocked if you're a guard and you foray inside. Jalen Suggs, what a finish.
Out of bounds.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jones, no one around him. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pelicans trail by 8. Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
Hunter the screen. Got it off in time. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Cavaliers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter.
Cavaliers, 17.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Back to Markkanen. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Garland with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Back to Garland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Markkanen. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
There's a lot to deal with when you're talking about Markkanen. This guy is skilled at 7 feet, can put it on the deck. This guy's just a very difficult guy to guard.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And here is Garland. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Nash. Right wing. The wide-open look here for Vucevic. Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Mr. Vucevic has elite range for a big man. He will punish you from downtown if you let him.
Pass to Strus. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Pelicans trailed by 7. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Wagner touched it last. The Cavaliers leading by 7. The wide open look here for Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Nash right side. Here's Vucevic. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. From down in the low post, it goes. And now just a 5-point Cavalier lead. Now the Cavaliers with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The three from Garland. Connects from three-point range. Garland's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is one of the game's better three-point shooters. Darius Garland in the house.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:36 left in the first half. Porter looking it over. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked.
Sometimes you need excellent anticipation defensively to get your hand on a shot. Jalen Suggs, nicely done.
In the corner, it's Mobley. Trying to find Suggs and gets it to him. And that one drops.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Three-pointer. That's no good, but only his first miss in 6 shots. Outside, Porter. Caldwell Pope right side. From downtown, buries it from three-point range. Now just a 5-point Cleveland lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nash outside. Inside. It's deflected. Back to Wagner. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Mobley.
And this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
Suggs looking around. Mobley outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Robinson Earl. Pelicans trail by 4. Still in his early 20s, Doris, Evan Mobley is such a great player. So long, athletic. I know you love his play.
I certainly do, Kevin, and there's a lot of reasons why. You begin on the defensive end of the floor. Great shot blocker, can guard on the perimeter, and he continues to work and expand his offensive game. This guy's future is so bright.
Back to Suggs. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You love Jalen's ability right there to absorb the contact and continue through the play. He's going to get stronger with time. That's going to get easier and easier.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Shot clock at 2. That's short off the rim.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Pelicans trail by 6. Nash outside. Pass to Robinson Earl. It's good.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Yeah, Jalen Suggs has found his rhythm, and now he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal. He is leaving no doubt that the defense could have a tough night.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nash outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Now, here's Suggs. He's got 17.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Now Caldwell Pope. Out to Thompson. Stolen by Jones. Suggs with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Sinks the three-pointer.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Outside Porter. To the middle. Out to Thompson. Takes a 3. Klay Thompson with that deep range.
Well, you talk about confidence when you're from distance. It's Klay Thompson. That's his world, and we're just living in it.
Substitution.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. To the inside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. From outside the arc. And it's Strus with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 6. And here's Garland for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3.
Garland's got 8.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Thompson in the corner. Fires from deep. Drops in the tray. 5 points in the game.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. 40 seconds left in the third. Pass to Alvarado. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, just quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
Outside Porter. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That one goes. Count it.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Pass to Alvarado. The 19-foot shot. And so it's Cleveland. Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Pelicans trail by 7. Pick by Vucevic. To the right side. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
You love the decisiveness with which Vucevic is making these decisions. He's got the green light to shoot it on the catch.
A different look now for Cleveland. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Suggs with the steal. Pass to Mobley. Stolen by Markkanen. And Mitchell with the clear path to the hoop. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
You can see Donovan Mitchell's speed and ability to get separation in transition. He is dangerous out there.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. A three-pointer, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Nash with it. Mitchell outside. 5 to shoot. Vucevic trying to get open. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Here's Suggs. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Vucevic. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Hunter over Nash. Hunter no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The shot's good from Nash.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Back to Suggs. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Pelicans trail. The quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Nash with it. Picked up by Suggs. Here's Vucevic. He nails it. And we're tied up.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
And here is Suggs. .146 left in the fourth. They need this one. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Nash. Down low. And that one's good. Wagner's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pelicans.
Don't you love that a young player like Franz Wagner so willing to deliver in the clutch? Wow. Jalen Suggs, a big-time bucket. This guy is fearless.
Nash outside. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Out to Nash. This one for 3. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Well, silly foul. He realized it when it happened. That's where you'd like to see him show a little bit more discipline.
Mobley. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And here's Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Mobley is free. Here's Suggs. Yes!
Jalen Suggs, despite his youth, proving he's willing to step up when his team needs it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Nash outside. Mitchell outside. Inside. Here's the floater. The shot by Nash, no good. Outside, Jones. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the back.